What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Locked On Pirates podcast. It is Thursday, January 12th, and I told you guys I had a little surprise for you this week. We are talking to Thomas Harrington, of course, a first-round pick from last year's MLB draft. We're going to talk to him today about some stuff heading into 2023 where he wants to improve as a baseball player, what he has learned in the Pirates organization, his time at Campbell University with a very, very good team that saw a lot of draft picks this past year and more. And following that, we will talk about some other things going on in the world of the Pittsburgh Pirates, but that's what we're going to be talking about today here on Locked On Pirates. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at MVP_Ethan or at Locked On Pirates for all of your coverage of the Pittsburgh Pirates, the minor leagues, and baseball news. Thank you guys so much for tuning in every day. You can listen to this podcast on Spotify, Odyssey, Google Play, and YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. And with that said, let's get into today's episode, guys.
You are Locked On Pirates, your daily Pittsburgh Pirates podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
And as mentioned, guys, he sits to my right. First round pick. Some people would say, he was a comp pick. No, Thomas, you're a first round pick. Thomas Harrington out of Campbell University, 2022 complimentary first round pick of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Man, for starters, how are you? How's everything going in your 2023 that feels like it just started yesterday and we're already 11 days into?
I'm great, man. I appreciate you having me on. Training here in North Carolina and ramping it up for the season.
Oh yeah, of course. And I know you guys report next month. I think that's about a little bit over a month away. I know it's usually the middle of February. And 2023, of course, will be your first full calendar year being a part of this Pittsburgh Pirates organization. Is there anything already that you want to talk about with the Pirates as an organization that you've picked up on from this organization, the team, the coaches you've talked with, the players you've talked with, just really anything that you've already picked up on in your short time in the organization?
Yeah, so I've actually with some coaches and some of the guys kind of went to Florida and really kind of got a lesson, I guess, into professional people. Spent some time on some. Obviously, I didn't play after the 2022. The first time I really started ramping up my throw. Obviously, I didn't get to throw in the affiliate season, and so we figured out some stuff that we thought that I needed to work on. That I was able to come back home and spend some time here, and then we were pitching camp in December. Really hone in on some stuff that I needed to work on, which is really thought I needed to work on. But it's overall, I meet a lot of people, which is just getting my feet wet and.
Oh yeah, of course. And I mean that's always great to obviously get your feet wet. I've talked to prospects in the past that pretty much said the same thing. You're getting your feet wet in the organization. It's a big change, obviously. And you talked about what you want to work on, things that you're looking forward to improving on. We know that you have an awesome four-pitch mix. Four-pitch mix pitchers are some of my favorite pitchers in all of baseball. So love that already. What are some things that you want to improve on as a player in 2023 that you would highlight? You highlighted wanting to improve. Well, what are those things that you want to improve on?
Right, and just talking about the other picks, it's 4 pitches. Stick with those pitches, really not trying to add pitch right now. Really just trying to make. I really like my fastball and then my changeups, but making the consistent, getting the and being able to kind of land in really curveball specifically action that I want and being able to also just getting strong. You can continuously work on. That's one thing that the coach kind of emphasized for me is having that, being able to transfer your energy. Yeah, so that's really what I've been working on. Comes up all the time, so you just kind of make adjustments for whatever your needs. As of now, I'm starting to get back on the mound, so we, my pitch on kind of translate to the mound.
Oh, yeah, of course. And I mean, you look at how that works out for you. Obviously, still very young, still got a lot of time. I mean, there's a ton of time for you to see that. And I'm sure that the improvements will be seen when they're made. One of the things that I've had other pitchers that I've talked to in the organization say is that the organization has wonderful pitching coaching, especially at all levels, not just the MLB level, at the lower levels and everything. Of course, you played at Campbell University. I said graduated, but I don't know. I didn't go that deep in how far you were there, but you played there with some really, really strong MLB players. Of course, you were drafted out of there. What do you think that you could take from your college play that'll ultimately end up kind of translating to the higher levels of even the minor leagues and then eventually to the major league level?
Yeah, and I don't even know if you play, but I think the biggest from college is definitely just the discipline. Our coaches at Campbell and the players at Campbell are very disciplined, and you have a plan. And I think that's something that really you can take independent, and people aren't watching over your head. Also, having that discipline and college was this year I was really able to train, because pro ball is much different than college, and so yeah, I would say that's like the biggest thing that I've taken. I was blessed to play, be coached by some really great coaches, allowed me and taught me kind of how to be a man on your own.
Oh, yeah, of course. And again, the jump from college to the pros, very big. From what I saw, from the way you were pitching there, the moment we drafted you, I was like, all right, I like this already. Like, I literally talked about it the day after on my next show. I was like, I like this pick already. Obviously, in Major League Baseball, you never really know how long it's going to take to see you guys actually get to that big league level. But wrapping this up, what do you have to say to the Pittsburgh Pirates as fans, organization, all of that stuff as the years go by, or even just this year, that you want to tell the fans of the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Locked On Pirates podcast about yourself, about the team, about all of your thoughts going on about baseball in general?
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely was drafted this year. Excited to kind of get rolling, and I know some guys are coming back from injuries, but it's a process a little bit, and be patient, be really good in the next couple years, and we'll be ready to go.
Sounds good, man. Well, I really appreciate your time today. Of course, if you ever want to come back on, it's always an invite. I love talking to you guys. I love getting the view from the players. I love getting what you guys are up to, how things are going. So, also, if you see some of the other guys at camp, go ahead and give them a little nudge and tell them to come talk to me and have some fun here in the Locked On Pirates podcast. Thank you, Thomas. I really appreciate it. And Locked On Pirates faithful, I appreciate you guys as well. And I will see you guys on the flip side.